Hey Libra, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started. The underlying theme or the overarching energy for the second half of November is the Hierophant in reverse. Now, this is the fifth card of the major arcana. The 5 for me represents the fifth house, which is ruled by Leo. This is the house of your creation, your creative abilities, your creative endeavors, your creative pursuits. It's where you literally have skin in the game. It's your children, it's your social life, it's your pleasure. It's where you breathe life into things. It's where you put your fingerprints on it. It's the house of romance and dating and falling in love. The Hierophant as a major arcana card represents the zodiac sign of Taurus, and that's where we're having the full moon. That for you is occurring in your 8th house. Now, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and the Scorpio house is the house of life, death, and rebirth or birth. It's the house of your instincts. It's the house of your sexuality. It's the house of regeneration, metamorphosis, and transformation. It's also the house of other people's money. The Hierophant represents determination. It represents dealing with authority figures. You could be dealing with some sort of authority figure. An authority figure can be like the authorities, but it can also be like an authority figure in your world or an authority figure in their like field, like an expert. So that could be a dentist, a professor, a lawyer. That could be just anybody who has to have advanced training in what they do to be an expert. Yeah. You may be dealing with not feeling determined to seek this out in some way, being in the reverse. Or you could just be dealing with somebody who has a lot of Taurus energy in them that is possibly feeling kind of emotional because of this full moon, this super moon, the biggest super moon we've had in like 70 years. So yeah, it's going to be a big deal. So that may be what's going on. The card that represents the present situation is the major arcana card of the Chariot. This is the 7th card of the major arcana. The 7 represents, that's your house, Libra. That's the house of partnerships, identifying yourself, who you are through your partnerships with others. And this can be personal relationships, intimate relationships, business relationships, people that you deal with on a very regular basis. It also deals with counseling and open enemies. That's just the 7th house. The 7. Now, this is a card for me. I think of the duplicitous signs because of these guys down here. I think of Gemini. I think of Libra. I think of Pisces because they have they have the reflection in their symbology. Another thing that I personally think of when I see the Chariot card is just movement, because the Chariot is a form of transportation, or it was a long time ago. And I see it more as a 3rd house type Gemini energy, but that's just my interpretation. The traditional interpretation is that it is representative of Cancer. Now, I think they say Cancer because of the little shoulder pads right here that look like crescent moons, but that's about all I see it being when it comes to that. But this card traditionally means achievement through self-mastery and being able to take hold of the reins and keep hold of it, if you will, of life, your life situation, the career, the whole 9, finding balance and keeping it on the road, which can feel kind of crazy sometimes. But that's the present situation. The second card that I pulled for you is the past situation, and the past is the 7 of Wands in reverse. The Wands represent fire sign energy. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The 7, once again, this is some synchronicity going on. 7, Libra house. This is your reading, Libra. So it could be that you feel as though you are leaving a situation where you really had to defend your ground. There was a lot of arguing, could have felt petty. But you're leaving this in the past, and the fact that it's in the reverse looks like it's a really good situation that you've left behind, that you were feeling very stressed out. The background color being blue right here, very emotional, probably felt like you were trapped in the situation in some way, trapped in a partnership, trapped in possible employment, trapped in a relationship that just wasn't benefiting you anymore. But with it being in the past, this could be something that is manifested or is manifesting now for you. I like this card better in the reverse than upright. In the upright, it's you defending yourself against all of these other foes. But in this regard, it's like they're falling away. I like it better in the reverse, and I like it better in the past for you as well. But you've got 2 sevens starting out, and it's just screaming Libra in my head. The third card that we have, which represents, well, it represents the obstacle. This is the High Priestess in reverse. This is the second card of the Major Arcana. For me, that represents the second house of the astrological wheel, and that is the house of Taurus. That's where this full moon is occurring. This is the Taurus card. So, full moon in Taurus could be feeling emotional, could be dealing with emotions. The obstacle, with her being in the obstacle, well, all right. Second house, Taurus, that's money, possessions, earning ability, self-esteem. I'm sorry, there's a lot going through my head. So that's the Taurus part, the second house part. That's the link there. Now, the High Priestess as a Major Arcana card represents the moon, which is another Taurus tie-in. The moon is the ruling luminary of Cancer, and Cancer may be important to you or important in the situation. This card is traditionally known as the Cancer card, so, you know, transportation around the full moon possibly might not be a good idea, or just be very careful, and not just transformation, but communication as well. But the High Priestess represents the moon. The moon is the ruling luminary of Cancer. In the upright, this card means that you are able to express your emotions and your feelings in a positive manner. And, but in reverse, I see it as there being secrets. Either your secrets or somebody else's secrets being exposed or will be exposed soon. It could be dealing with money, about money, or something to that effect because of the second house implication right here. If it's not money, then it could be the secrets exposed, deal a blow to like your ego. It could hurt your self-esteem or your self-worth. I see the High Priestess card also as a very watery sign, and like I said, the moon is the ruling luminary of Cancer, but I also think of Scorpio and Pisces when I see this card because they're all very intuitive, empathic, compassionate, sixth sense kind of people, if you will. They kind of know what's up even without knowing what's going on. But like I said, with her being in the obstacle, it seems like it's secrets or some sort of repressed information, something that people don't necessarily want out, is either being let out by you or someone near you. I really feel like this Taurus full moon is speaking very loudly in this situation, just because of the Major Arcana that has shown up. You've got, of the 6 cards, 3 are Major Arcana, so it could feel like you are trying to strive for that balance. Libra, that's no joke for you. You're always striving for balance. The 4th card that I pulled for you, which is the Help, is the Page of Wands in the upright. And the Page of Wands is a younger energy, if this is an actual individual or the spirit of an individual, if you will. Somebody in their late teens to early to mid 20s. This is someone who is courageous and brave in their speech and in their action. This is someone who can also be impulsive and impetuous in their actions and in their speech. So know that if you embrace the fire sign energy, if you will, it will be of a help to you. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you embrace this bolder side of protecting yourself and your boundaries, if you will, then I see a really good outcome coming for you in this tarot spread. This is also a very phallic. Like he's got a pretty strong drive, if you know what I mean. And Mars going into Aquarius, that's your 5th house. Be careful, y'all might be getting pregnant, or somebody might be getting somebody pregnant. But regardless, this is riding in on your high horse. This is a victory card. This is a celebration card. This is a good job. This is riding in on your high horse and being a little snotty about it. Don't be snotty about it, Libra, but you know what I mean. This is the victory card. This is the victor card. The 6 of Wands, 6 for me, that's the Virgo ruled house of work and health, or competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. Seems like wherever you are coming from is not a good situation, and where you're going to is a very good situation, or it makes you feel like you're riding off into the sunset, like, you know, take this job and shove it, is what I'm literally hearing in the back of my head right now. And that could apply for some of y'all because of, well, I mean, there is some 8th house energy, and that's other people's money. That could be your boss giving you your income. But yeah, once again, it's a majority blue background color. It's a highly emotional time for you. I want to say you're really fertile. Really, really fertile right now. And that could be for children. That could be for, you know, manifesting other things, abundance, prosperity, however you want to look at it. I did the tarot card spread total and broke it down. It ended up being 27. So 2 plus 7 is 9. And that is the Sagittarius ruled house of long distance trips, higher education. It's the study of religion, astrology, philosophy, legal system matters, political matters. It's a study of foreign languages. It involves foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It's a very big house. It's your worldview expanded, or your view of the world expanded through higher education or travel or the expansion of the mind in some way. So, yeah, it could be that you are moving on up because of your skills in some manner. I hope that it's the job sector. That's what it seems like, especially with these oracle cards that pop for you as well. Now, the first one that I pulled for you is Shifting Universes, if I can pull it up. And this is the 7th card of the 70 card deck, Journey of Love by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is by Razuli. It's a little different, but I still like it. The 7 speaks to the 7th house. It's ruled by Libra. That's the house of your partnerships. It's how you identify with others. It's how you learn about yourself through your partnerships with others. It's dealing with your open enemies and counseling. This card is a card of acceptance. Well, 1, that you're not in control, but 2, that you need to accept what you didn't expect. It can feel like the situation that has made you move on has been like the rug been pulled from underneath of you, but the universe is supporting you. And I mean, even if it doesn't feel like it, you're walking on the ground. You're being held down to the earth. You're being carried. You're being supported, even if it doesn't feel like it. This is a metaphorical get out of jail free card to, it's time for you to change your gears. It's time for you to shift gears. It's time for you to change your direction. It's time for you to possibly even change your entire focus. And you'll know if that's what it is, because it'll resonate for you. But it can feel like the universe is shifting for you. There was, I want to say the last eclipse we had was in Libra. I can't remember. Y'all, I've done so many videos. I mean, everybody deals with eclipses, but when the eclipse is in your sign, it's even a bigger deal. The second card that I pulled for you is the 3-to-1 card. This is the 10th card of this 70 card deck, and the 10 represents the Capricorn ruled house of your career, your status, your reputation, dealing with authorities, authority figures, and possible destiny. It could feel like a destined time. This is just a really pretty card. I like the coloring in it. The 3-to-1 card is indicating that now is a time for new beginnings, that new life is literally upon you. And this new life could be like a new child, but it could also be like a new job. It could be a new home or a new relationship or just a different level of those things, upgrade of. Or it could just be that you're experiencing a new way of life. But whatever it is, it's coming to you through this shifting universe parallel, if you will. This is a rebirth card. This is a rebirth card. And you're being rebirthed to fulfill your destiny, so enjoy it. Don't take it for granted. I know of a couple Libras right now that this actually resonates quite well for, so I hope that it applies to you as well, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart.